Welcome to Tell Me More Stories Told As podcast.
Hello.
Get ready, because today we're diving into quite an adventurous and honestly pretty catchy story.
We're exploring the world of Kim Seok-jin, who millions know simply as Jin of BTS.
Exactly. And this isn't just, a list of dates and events.
Not at all. We're really digging into how this young guy, who originally dreamt of journalism, maybe acting,
Yeah.
unexpectedly became this massive global music icon. It's a story full of, well, surprises right from the get-go.
Absolutely. We're going to trace his whole path.
Right.
From being spotted on the street, literally scouted for his looks,
Right.
to becoming this really celebrated singer-songwriter. People talk about his silver voice. So yeah, prepare for some unique situations, some fun facts, and just a glimpse into what shaped his pretty remarkable career.
And it's fascinating when you think about it, how different his first ideas were.
Totally.
Like you said, journalism was on the table for a bit. And then he saw the actor Kim Nam-gil in Queen Sandeok. And that apparently sparked this idea of pursuing acting.
Which is, completely different from K-pop idol territory.
Worlds apart, really.
And here's where it gets really, really interesting right at the start. He actually bumped into the K-pop world way earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He was street scouted by SM Entertainment, like one of the absolute biggest companies back when he was in junior high.
No way. SM.
Yes. But he turned them down. He rejected the offer.
Wow. Okay, just pause there for a second. Imagine how different things could be.
Right. If he'd gone down that path with SM back then, who knows?
It really shows how one little decision can just completely change everything.
So then later, he's actually studying acting, right? At Konkuk University.
He graduated in film studies in 2017.
And then fate steps in again. He gets scouted by Big Hit Entertainment. But here's the kicker.
What's that?
It wasn't for singing or dancing. It was specifically for his appearance, his looks.
So they saw him and thought, okay, that's the visual we need.
Pretty much seems like it. So let's unpack this. He first auditions for Big Hit as an actor.
Right. Sticking with his university studies initially.
It was only after that he sort of transitioned into becoming an idol trainee.
Which is, yeah, a pretty unconventional way into K-pop, especially, like you said, with no real prior musical background.
None at all. It really says a lot about his adaptability, wouldn't you say? And maybe the faith Big Hit had in his potential beyond just acting.
It certainly does. And, even after debuting with BTS, which must have been incredibly demanding.
Oh, unbelievably so.
He still kept up with his education. He did graduate studies at Hanyang Cyber University.
Right, and in subjects outside of music, too.
Yeah, it just shows this real thirst for knowledge, for personal growth, that goes way beyond just his performing career.
Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. June 13th, 2013, Jin debuts as one of the vocalists in BTS.
And it's kind of amazing considering his starting point, how he honed those musical skills in such a high-pressure environment.
Totally. And he went on to give us those 3 fantastic solo songs with BTS.
Awake back in 2016.
Which he co-produced.
Yeah. And then Epiphany in 2018 and Moon in 2020.
And all 3 charted really well, didn't they? On GAN in South Korea and Billboard's World Digital chart, too.
Absolutely. Each one gave us a little window into his own artistry. Awake tapped into those deeper themes in the Wings album.
He even released a free Christmas version on SoundCloud. I remember that.
That's right. That Epiphany, that song. Such a powerful pop rock feel. Really focused on self-acceptance, self-love. It was the comeback trailer for Love Yourself, Answer.
Such an important message. And Moon, that felt like a pure gift to the fans,
Definitely. A real power pop song, totally dedicated to ARMY. You could feel the sincerity pouring out of it.
Yeah, you really could.
So these weren't just like little side things. They were major steps in his own artistic journey, even within this massive group.
And speaking of massive, their global impact, we have to mention the Hwagwan Order of Cultural Merit.
Oh, absolutely. Awarded in 2018 by the president of South Korea.
Which is like one of the highest honors the country gives out for their contribution to Korean culture spreading worldwide.
It's a huge deal, a massive recognition.
And that role on the world stage just kept growing. July 2021, he and the others were appointed special presidential envoys.
For future generations and culture.
Yeah.
Think about that trajectory, from maybe wanting to be an actor to becoming a literal cultural ambassador for his country. It's kind of mind-blowing.
It really is an extraordinary journey. Now, even with that insane BTS schedule, Jin started exploring his own solo stuff a bit more, even before the official solo debut.
Right, like the song with V for that drama soundtrack.
Exactly. It's definitely you for Hwarang. That was 2016.
And he did those covers on SoundCloud, too.
Yeah, putting his own spin on songs like Mom by Ray D, I Love You by Mate.
Beautiful choices.
And Yoon Do-yin's In Front of the Post Office in Autumn, showing his musical tastes.
But his first, official independent song was Tonight, wasn't it? Yes. June 2019, that lovely acoustic ballad.
So personal, too, inspired by his pets.
Yeah, and he co-wrote and co-composed it with RM.
That really showed a different side, didn't it? More intimate, vulnerable, a bit of a contrast to some of the big BTS anthems.
For sure. And then came Abyss in December 2020, another really personal one.
About anxiety, burnout. Things artists don't always talk about openly.
Right. Acoustic again and again. He was deeply involved in the writing and composing with RM, Bumzoo, P-Dog.
It's those moments, that raw honesty. That's what connects artists with listeners on such a deep level.
Totally agree. And then showing his versatility again, he sang Yours.
Oh, yeah, the main theme for Jurison, that big TVN drama in 2021.
His voice was just perfect for that kind of epic emotional track.
So you see this range building, right? Soundtracks, heartfelt ballads.
And then, out of absolutely nowhere.
Bam. Super Tuna.
Ah, yes. Super Tuna.
Oh, man. That song. Just this short, unbelievably catchy trot song.
Which, for listeners who might not know, trot is this very distinct, often quite high-energy, traditional popular music genre in Korea.
And he drops this on his birthday in December 2021 with that dance video.
Iconic. It just exploded online.
Totally went viral. The dance challenges were everywhere.
It was just pure fun, so spontaneous, and completely different from anything else he'd put out. It really showed his playful side and how he could connect with people just through sheer personality.
Exactly. That infectious charm. And he didn't stop with the surprises there, did he?
Nope. 2022, he teams up with Nexon.
The game company.
Yeah, as a special game developer for MapleStory.
Get out, seriously.
Seriously. They even did that web series, Office Warrior Kim Seok-jin, showing him working in their office.
That's amazing. What a cool way to engage with fans outside of music.
Definitely shows him exploring different creative spaces. Then, remember those SoundCloud songs? Tonight, Abyss, and yes, Super Tuna? They got an official release on streaming platforms in October 2022. And get this, they took the top 3 spots on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart simultaneously.
All 3 at the same time, number 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Just Jin dominating the chart. Pretty incredible for songs initially released quite informally.
Wow. Okay. And then came the official solo debut.
Finally, The Astronaut, October 2022.
Co-written with Coldplay.
I mean, Coldplay, that's huge.
And he performed it live with them in Buenos Aires. Can you imagine that moment?
Must have been absolutely surreal. What a launch for a solo career.
And it worked. Got him his first solo entry on the main Billboard Hot 100 chart. Number 51, I think.
That's right. Collaborating with a band like Coldplay just instantly put him on a massive global stage as a solo act.
No kidding. And then, speaking of brands, he became the face of Atogi's Gin Ramen.
Which is funny because of the name, obviously.
Right. And apparently, sales actually went up after he started endorsing it.
The gin effect. His name clearly carries some weight.
It sure does. And then, showing yet another side, he hosted that web show, The Drunken Truth.
Ah, yes. Exploring traditional Korean alcohol brewing with experts like Park Rock Dam and the famous chef Baek Jong-won.
So cool. Learning about matchali and traditional drinks.
Yeah, really diving into Korean culture again. And then soon after that, December 2022.
His military enlistment began.
Right.
Yeah.
A pause. But as we saw, he'd already laid down a really strong foundation for his solo work.
And boy, did he come back with a bang. Discharge June 2024.
And jumped right back in. Hosted that big fan event for BTS's 11th anniversary.
And was a torchbearer for South Korea at the Paris Olympics.
I mean, what a way to return to the public eye. Just underscores his status nationally and internationally.
Totally. Then he launched his own web variety show, Run Jin.
Yeah, kind of like Run BTS, but solo, tackling challenges, showing his personality. It's been fun to watch.
And the brand deals just started rolling in, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Global ambassador for Fred Jewelry and Watches.
Oh, fancy.
Gucci.
And he was their first male global ambassador, right?
That's a big deal. For a major skincare brand like Laneige, shows a real shift in his influence in that space.
And Alo Yoga, too. He's clearly in high demand across fashion, beauty, lifestyle.
Reflects his broad appeal, definitely. It's not just about the music anymore.
And we even got more Super Tuna, an extended version with a new music video, October 2024.
proving that song just has legs. People still love it.
And then the debut mini-album, Happy, dropped in November 2024.
Supported by the singles I'll Be There and Running Wild.
And Running Wild got him another entry on the US Hot 100. Did even better this time, number 35.
That's significant progress. And the album itself, Happy, did really well internationally. Platinum in Japan, triple platinum in Korea.
Solidifying that solo artist status. He popped up on that TVN variety show too, Handsome Guys.
Right, keeping his entertainment presence strong.
And looking ahead, there's more music coming. He's singing the theme for a new drama, When the Stars Gossip.
And, bringing things full circle, he's now the global ambassador for Jin Ramen.
Ah, that's perfect. From local endorser to global face.
He was also on that Netflix show, Kiin's Bizarre B&B.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
April 2025.
Okay, keep him busy. And the big news for fans.
Second album, Echo, coming very soon. May 16th, 2025.
And his first solo tour, the Run Seok-jin Up Tour, kicking off in June.
Yeah, dates across Asia, North America, Europe. It's a massive undertaking. Incredible pace since his return.
It really is remarkable. From that, totally unexpected start in the industry to this huge, thriving solo career. And thinking about his artistry, he's a tenor, plays guitar.
And that silver voice description from the Grammy panel members in that BTS, the review book.
It really fits, doesn't it? They praised his stable breath control, his strong falsetto.
Yeah, you can hear that stability in classic BTS songs like Spring Day or Fake Love.
Yeah.
But also that emotional range in something like Chimay-vu.
And his voice in Epiphany was described as, tender, sorrowful, free-spirited.
Yeah, really capturing the essence of that song, a definite standout vocal performance.
And beyond the music, which is obviously huge, his philanthropic side is really noteworthy too.
Absolutely. Donating to animal welfare groups like the Korean Animal Welfare Association and Kara.
And he's been a monthly donor to UNICEF Korea for ages, right?
Since 2018. He was inducted into their Honors Club in 2019 for donating over 100 million won.
Wow. And just this year, another big donation, 100 million won again, to Korea University Medical Center.
It shows a real commitment to using his platform and resources for good causes. Definitely adds to why he's so well regarded.
For sure. And personally, we know he lives in Hanam-dong in Seoul.
Yeah.
And he opened that restaurant with his brother back in 2018.
Osu Seramushi, the Japanese-style place.
Right. But here's where things get, really unexpected again.
Okay, what now?
He is planning. In Russian. What's that about?
Huh? Yeah, just a little hint from the sources, maybe. But he's planning to launch a whole new liquor brand.
A liquor brand. Gin. Yes, called Igin, and he's doing it with celebrity chef Baek Jong-won through their own agricultural corporation, Yesan Doga.
Wow, okay, Baek Jong-won, that's a huge name in Korean food.
And they're working with Park Rock-dam, that veteran alcohol artisan we mentioned from his web show.
So this is serious stuff. Traditional expertise involved.
Seems like it. The first product is apparently going to be Igin Apple Gin. And maybe some ready-to-drink cocktails, too.
An apple gin. That sounds intriguing. What a completely different direction.
Isn't it? From idol to solo artist to liquor entrepreneur focusing on local Korean ingredients.
It really showcases this diverse entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
And connecting back to Korean traditions and agriculture. It's fascinating. A totally new chapter.
So, yeah. From that chance street scouting, which she almost turned down twice in different ways, to global BTS superstardom, a blossoming solo career, and now even dipping his toes into the food and beverage industry with his own brand, Jin's story is just, wow.
It really is a testament to embracing unexpected turns, developing diverse talents.
His dedication, his connection with fans, his willingness to just try new things. It makes his whole narrative incredibly compelling.
We really hope this deep dive has given you all a richer picture of his journey and his artistry. It's been quite something to track.
Definitely. So what unique twist in Jin's story really stood out to you? Was it the early scouting rejections? The Super Tuna phenomenon?
Or maybe this latest venture into the world of traditional Korean spirits? What do you think that suggests about where he might be heading next? Just some food for thought, maybe.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us on Tell Me More Stories Told Us podcast. We really appreciate you tuning in.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future deep dives into more of the captivating stories shaping our world.
Until next time.